Unfortunately, we're missing two people we already talked about a bit earlier on today, and that's Nat's grandfather, John, who lives in England, and he's in his 90s. But he's represented today by Warren and his partner, Bex, who just arrived.
Yeah, it's over there. It's pretty loud, I can hear this. Sorry.
And they've also brought their 8-week-old baby with them, so that's amazing. I'd also like to include in that grandparent section my mother. She's living in Greece, so she's not here today either. But I'd like you all to raise your glasses to Mary and John. So I look around, and it's really nice to see all you guys. It's just fantastic that Matt and Simone have got so many wonderful, good, close, warm friends. And I sincerely mean that. You go to a lot of occasions and you think, oh yeah, okay, but all of you really love them and really care about them, which is wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Yes. And you know, this engagement's been a long one. It's a 17-month engagement. And a huge amount of planning has gone into this. And a lot of support from a lot of people here today just to make it a wonderful occasion. So it's just a fantastic effort. But I'd like to single out a few people who make a special mention, people who are concerned who contributed towards today's success. So let's just start off first by Nat's beautiful bridesmaids. We're talking about her sister, Steph. Yeah. And Georgia, a lifelong friend. Also, I think a huge mention should be made here today for Jason, her bride's man.
JC! What?
Yes, they're coming. And of course, the Flower Girls, as I understand. Martin, what is it? Yes. And we're talking about Matt and Martin. Thank you, guys. So I'd also like to thank Simo's parents, Janine and Ian, for all their support, which has been wonderful. And plus Simo's 6 bridesgroomsmen. And we're talking about Dan, Adam, Baby, Glenn, Will, and Tony. So they've all been here supporting him today, and that's absolutely wonderful. And I'd also like to thank Kerry and Anton, who you've seen all day long running around, tirelessly taking photographs, and I'm sure there'll be some great photos taken. Thank you. So this is the bit where I want to talk about Simo. You ready? So when I first met Simo, I thought, thank God, what a change from her ex-boyfriends. But, you know, I don't actually wish to expand on this subject anymore. Safe to say that I always told Nat in the past that one of the most important things you ever do in life is to make the right choice in terms of who you've married. And thank God she actually listened to me. You know, naturally every father, and I hope his daughter will find a loving, reliable, sensible, considerate partner. And as much as you try, you know, not to interfere, you really hope that they're going to make the right kind of decision. And I know that Simo's the right man for my Nat. You know, I can see it in the way I can see it in the way he cares for her, the way he looks after her, the fun time they have together, and just how they love being together all the time. It's just wonderful. So it just makes me feel really good. Okay? So good one on that, Simo. So, you know, all those qualities I talked about, Simo, he's got them and more, and I'm sure that all of you guys who know him, that you'll all agree they make a beautiful couple. Yeah. So, I guess one of the biggest tests that you guys actually had is when you went backpacking around the world and living with somebody 24/7 for 4 months, or was it 5? I don't remember. Was it 7? No, 4. It's a real test of whether you're going to make it through. So there were a lot of dramas, as I'm sure you all well know, from Nat accompanying Simo down a mountain somewhere in Peru and falling off a bicycle and breaking her wrist. Yes. And after that, Simo had to carry all the baggage, so double extra baggage. Yes. So, you know, apart from breaking a wrist in Peru, there was some big occasion in, I think it was Bolivia, and they were in La Paz airport, and Natalie's name was called out over the tannoys. And 2 burly Bolivian coppers came up to her and said, "Follow me." So they dragged her out to the tarmac, and they had sniffer dogs with them. All the baggage was lined up on the tarmac. And they said, "Which is your bag?" And she pointed them. Of course, Nat was shaking by this time. And the dogs just pounced on her bag and pushed it on the floor, I seem to recall. That's the story she told me. And then after about 5 minutes of gnarling and barking, they said, "Okay, you can go." So that was it. And Nat was incredibly stressed and had visions of, you know, being banged up from Bolivia. And banged up a roar, wasn't it? That's it. And sitting in a Bolivian prison for 4 months. But, you know, luckily, here they are. So they made it through all of that. I guess one of the things that Simo knows extremely well, and not, so one of the things that Simo now knows extremely well is that Natalie doesn't do transit very well, and by that I mean she normally likes, you know, to get in a limo or a taxi when she gets somewhere and go straight to where she thinks she should be. And also when she leaves, she likes to do that. And Simo, being the sensible, grounded, you know, person that he is, and has done all these budgets, tries to find the right train or bus to get to their destination. And I think that there have been many occasions that that's been a bit testy, and it's and I think it's really a credit to Simo's level-headedness and being grounded that Natalie towed the line at the end of the day. So she got very emotional. Simo came out on top. I don't know where she got being emotional from, but there you go. So the other thing that was pretty important to me, Simo called me on the 29th of July last year, and I thought, my God, she's broken her leg. But thankfully, it wasn't anything like that. When he called, he said that he wanted to ask for Natalie's hand in marriage. So I was incredibly touched by that he was very bothered to ask me, that he was thoughtful. It shows he's a very thoughtful and respectful person, and I thought that was wonderful. So thank you for doing that, Simo. And so I'm delighted that Simo is now my son-in-law, and I'd like you all to charge your glasses and toast to Simo.
Yeah, bad guy.
Okay, so now we come to Nat. That's his her turn. No, 1 minute to go. So today I've got to say that I'm the proudest dad in the whole world to have accompanied Nat here, and she just absolutely fabulous. I'm sure you all agree, and just gorgeous and everything. So I saw and I looked at my daughter, and she's become an independent, beautiful, elegant, stunning young woman. I'm sure you all agree. And to watching a child from childbirth making the journey through their childhood years with all the trials and tribulations, and there have been a few, and has been an incredible experience. And it's resulted also in her growing into a really independent person that she is today.
Beautiful!
So this is where I'm supposed to say a few embarrassing things about my daughter. Yes? Well, I thought about it long and hard, and I could say actually quite a few things, but she probably could say more things about me. So I think we'll just call it a truce on that one.
Well played, well played.
All I can truly say to those that know Nat will confirm that my daughter is truly a wonderful person. But she's also very beautiful. I mean, we all know that. But she's got a very beautiful heart, and she's such a warm, caring person and very thoughtful person, and she'll do anything for her family and friends. And I think you all know that, so it's very special. So she's got a great sense of fun, and is usually the life and soul of a party, in many parties, which I haven't been to, but I've heard a lot about them. She's also, I understand, become a great cook. She's got a beautiful singing voice, I understand. Yes. Thanks to some people here who've helped along the way. Yes, and has become quite a workout specialist. So in short, she's a party animal, a disco queen, dancer, a master chef, and a karaoke queen, and a Jane Fonda workout specialist. And without a doubt, she has excellent talents for being an event organizer, as it seemed in the professional life and in terms of what she's done today. So well done, Nat. So suffice to say that Heather and I are both very proud of how she looks today, and how she's grown up to be an amazing person. And she's both delighted us and all our friends, and we really truly care and love her very much. It's really wonderful to see them so happy together. They share all their experiences together, and the only way I seem to catch up on what's going on is through Facebook. So that's kind of where I'm at. So for just winding up now, for my part, she's always been there for me through the good and bad times, and all I can say is that I love you very much, my darling Nat, and I'm so happy for you on this special day, and I couldn't wish for a better daughter. So I'd like to propose a toast to my daughter Nat. Natalie. So just very finally, last couple of words to Nat.
Sorry about that,
I've got
mate.
two more words to say. So I'd like to offer my final thoughts. Marriage is a meeting of two minds, two hearts, and two souls. And it's clear that Simma and Nat are a perfect example of this. May they be blessed with happiness that grows and with love that lasts, and have a fruitful life together. I wish them enjoyment and fulfill all their hopes and wishes and dreams, and love and happiness always. It's now my pleasure to propose a toast to the happy couple. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. and Mrs. Buchanan.
Yeah, baby. What I love.
That was beautiful, Graham. It's now my great pleasure to introduce for the next speech, Mr. Ian Buchanan.
Thanks, man. Graham, I can only endorse what you've said. You've taken all of my speech. There's nothing much left to say. Certainly welcome to all the family and friends who've come from such a long way. Some from Mona Vale, some from Melbourne. For those who've come from London, Mallorca, Toronto, who've come all the way around the world to be here with Simma and Nat, is to Janine and I a testament to just how wonderful you are with your friends who value being with you. Nat, you look stunning today, as Graham said, and the bridal party, the girls and the guys just look so, like, hot. Absolutely hot. In the words of an old bloke, you guys kicked ass. You look really good. And Nat, your organisation for the event, just organising this whole thing and putting it together, you certainly have a major career in doing this, darling. It's just been the most fantastic day. And we all saw the double rainbow and that sunset that you put together now. Wow. That was sensational. I don't know how you did it. It was amazing. But now, I just thought I'd go back to something Janine found for me just recently. That this is the menu from a wedding that I thought I'd read out for you. Well, it was a wedding that was held in 1976. And it was a function for Janine and Ian. And the cost per guest was $6.50 per head. And the features were a chef-carved decorated ham and a cascade of French King prawns. However, I'll just read you the canopies. There were grilled cocktail sausages in bacon. There were prawns in bacon. And chicken livers in bacon. So, Nat, if you need help for future wedding events, there's a menu here that you could refer to. As I said, I can only endorse everything that Graham's had to say about such a wonderful couple together. And we've had the pleasure of watching Nat and Simo in the last couple of years. And Nat was just, right from the start, was just the perfect match for Simon. They just shared so much together. They had so many common interests. And Nat was really nice. She even laughed at my dad jokes for a while. I think that's changed, but yeah, maybe now, for a while again, we can laugh at Dad's joke. Oh dear. But you do have so much in common in music. Nat,
What do I do?
I'm sure that you have a career ahead of you with your vocal talents. And I look forward to the time when all of us can look back and say, we knew Natalie before she was a famous celebrity. Before she carved out her career as a jazz singer, we all knew you, Nat. And Simo, your alter ego, DJ Simo. And DJ Simo, of course, with all the parties that all of you guys go and enjoy so much. They really have such a common interest in music.
What do you mean?
As Graham has said and I've endorsed, you have such a common interest with all of your friends, that ability to make really genuine, lifelong friends, which you have done since your school years and you'll continue to do throughout your lives. You're blessed, you're really blessed to be able to do that and blessed to have such lovely friends that you do have. The other thing that you both have in common, and Graham touched on it, was travel. And I'll just talk briefly about some of Simon's travels. I know you both love travelling around the world. You've been to various places. Simo, when he was young, growing up with us, we'd been to places like Singapore and Bali. We'd been over to California to stay with my sister. We'd been to Fiji on holidays. And every year, right from when Simo was a little tiny one, and Dan was too, we'd go up to Coolangatta. We'd fly up every year. We'd have 3 weeks over Christmas, New Year on the beach. And that's where Simo learnt to surf. Wasn't it, Tom, with me? Yeah. And I'm sure that as you go into your married life, that both you and Nat will enjoy your travelling, and I'm sure that you'll get into that traditional habit of going to maybe Rainbow Bay or to Noosa with your children and raising them in that beach culture that we love so much. There's another letter that I'd like to read from, and this is from Simon's Nana, who left us just a couple of years ago, unfortunately, and I know both of your grandmas would love to be here too, Simo. I'll just pull this out here. This is written back, I think that menu was 76, this was written back in 79. And this was from Simon's Nana, which is Janine's mum, to my mum, which was Nan, so Nana and Nan. And I'll just pick up parts of it here. So Simon went up to stay with Nana back in 1979 when he was 3. So Nana said, "I minded Simon since Friday. He's a dear little pet." And much more sociable and easier to handle without his parents around. Okay, he is quite happy and just says they've gone shopping when I ask him where they are. I'm going to miss him. He isn't much trouble to care for, as I have a cot here. Simon is eating well, and that's a blessing, as finicky eaters are hard to get the right foods into. I tried to pretend his mother didn't bring his dummy, and tried to break the habit, but I didn't want him to get upset while he was away from home. So weakened and gave it to him. I take it out when he is asleep. They can take it away when they are ready to. Okay. Then at the bottom of the letter down here, there's a PS. And the PS says, Simon has been watching Jim repair cars, and he's having fun copying him. So he's 3 years old. He puts his car on a block and gets all Jim's tools, even rubbing down with emery paper. Then and then drives off in a hurry, satisfied with the work. So I just thought I'd read you that really slow. I'll just conclude by saying, as Graham said, we're just so proud of Simon and his achievements over the year at school and at university and in his career choices now.
Okay.
We're so proud that he and Nat are together, and we know they'll stay together forever. And on behalf of Janine and I and Dan, we welcome you to our family, Nat. As Graham did, can I now propose a toast to the bride and groom to Simon and Nat?
Okay, how do I switch this thing off now? I don't know where he's gone.
Simone, Nemo.